You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. You want to see me turn Super Saiyan? Or should I take it to the next level? I'm also the narrator, too. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, make sure and smash subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
With Yamoshi becoming the first ever Super Saiyan God and with Cumber looking to finish off the battle, we are now entering the final stages of Yamoshi versus Cumber to determine the fate of not only the current Saiyans residing on planet Sadara, but the infected Saiyans Cumber and Yamoshi themselves. As we've seen on the previous manga chapter special, Yamoshi had become the first ever person to obtain Super Saiyan God, and with a power seemingly unrivaled to Yamoshi right now, the final battle to determine the survival of everyone between Yamoshi and Cumber is just about to begin. As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball and anime related, then be sure to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to never miss a single upload. And if you guys love and enjoy Dragon Ball and cannot wait to see more, then be sure to go on ahead and slap a big fat like down below by giving this video a big thumbs up, along with checking out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist located down in the description box below, to where there you will be able to find all the latest and best Dragon Ball fan mangas created by the community for the community. So be sure to take a minute to go on ahead and check that playlist out located down below as we kick off the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Yamoshi manga chapter finale, as we last left off with Kabura and the remaining Saiyans on the planet in where Yamoshi is fighting against Cumber have not only transferred a new energy to Yamoshi, but have also allowed Yamoshi to become the first ever Saiyan in transforming and becoming the first Super Saiyan God, as of course now that Yamoshi has the Super Saiyan God powers to his advantage, he is now looking to finish the battle against Cumber by also transporting his friends back to safety. It now all boils down to Super Saiyan God Yamoshi as he is looking to finally defeat Cumber, and with Yamoshi having to be the first person to step right in, Cumber then went along to tell Lord Chilled, "Get out of my fight," as Lord Chilled smiles in responding, "Your fight? This is a battlefield," as instantly Super Saiyan God Yamoshi appears by grabbing onto Lord Chilled's hand. He went along to tell Chilled, "I agree with Kamba. Get out of here," as Chilled puts into question, "Where did you come from? And what's that red hair?" Because Lord Chilled, even though he had survived Cumber's attack, he had never before seen Super Saiyan God. First of all, he had never seen Super Saiyan, so let alone Super Saiyan God, this is all new to Lord Chilled. And with Yamoshi agreeing with Kamba for Lord Chilled to leave this fight up to them, Yamoshi then went along to tell Lord Chilled, "Remember what I'm about to tell you. In front of you is the Super Saiyan. No, the Super Saiyan God. Disappear forever, Chilled. And if you survive, don't you dare cross the road of the Saiyan people again." And what's interesting about this is the fact that Yamoshi had done something to Lord Chill which implied that if in fact he did survive, he wanted to make sure, he wanted to let Chill know to never ever cross the Saiyans ever again. And what's most interesting is this is the first time that any of the Saiyans had referred to this transformation as the quote Super Saiyan God transformation. So with Lord Chilled having to literally get blasted into an oblivion, Yamoshi then proceeds to turn around and having to comment, "Well, Kamba, do we really have to do this?" And with Kamba raising his power level up even more, he went along to comment, "Red hair? Show me your new powers," because Cumber's not scared. Instead, he just raises his energy up even more. As he then proceeds to hold his hand up, he then starts to create an energy blast, which of course then he goes on ahead to throw directly at Yamoshi, but Yamoshi is not budging. Yamoshi is standing there head and shoulders high, as of course he is anticipating this attack, and with it approaching, Yamoshi then went on to comment, "That's the only way to do it," as he then decides to charge right into the blast itself, itself in not only heading right for it, but also attacking it at the same time, as he then begins to remember all of the fallen Saiyans that have waged their lives in this battle. Yamoshi is then beginning to have flashbacks about the people that he once cared about that are now gone, and this empowers him to push through even more, as of course Yamoshi goes on to state, resonates in the depths of my soul glory hammer, as Super Saiyan God Yamoshi then unleashes an attack so powerful that Cumber goes on to comment, now you're at your maximum, Disaster Claw! And with Cumber then having to unleash his Disaster Claw against Super Saiyan God Yamoshi's Glory Hammer, this is it. This is about to determine who lives and essentially who dies. As of course I will say the artist did do an incredible job in improving ever since the beginning of Dragon Ball Super Yamoshi, in which I will say as Cumber's beginning to struggle, he has absolutely no chance of winning. And it's clearly visible based on the struggle itself, as Cumber then goes on to comment, so that's your true power, Yamoshi. It's very impressive, and I love how Cumber then closes his eyes as a massive explosion is just about to take place, until all of a sudden we realize that this is the deciding factor. With everything then having to dissipate, Yamoshi is standing behind Cumber, as Yamoshi goes on to state, my energy protected me from yours, as Cumber goes on to tell him, thank you, my friend. And I love how Cumber's eyes then slowly begin to close as Cumber falls face first into the ground. Yamoshi then goes on to state, see, I was able to bring you back for a few seconds. I can now join sides. Goodbye, Cumber. So even for a moment, for a split second, what Yamoshi had done was get rid of the evil within Cumber, because for that split opening, for that split second, we saw the real Cumber, the true Cumber, in which he went along to tell Yamoshi, thank you, my friend. So even Yamoshi went as far as to acknowledge that even for a moment, he was able to see and get a glimpse of his older friend before having to fall face first into the ground. So now, as Yamoshi steps forward in confronting the other infected Saiyans, the narration then goes on to state, Planet Plant 2 months later. As of course, we then get to see how Kabura is walking on by, which eerily enough resembles that of a gravestone, and on this gravestone it would appear that King Sadara, Yamoshi, Sai, and Shallot's names are all etched on that gravestone, which it is a very impactful sight to see, as of course the Galactic Patrol stopped by. They went along to comment, so Yamoshi died too, as Kabura replied, unfortunately yes. He fought to the death and died of exhaustion, as Helix went along to state he was a true warrior. As you asked, we have included the legend of the Super Saiyan God in the text of Planet Namek. As Kabura continues, thank you. Now we will be able to return to a more or less normal life. As one of the other Saiyans goes on to comment, under the reign of King Vegeta I, as of course the Galactic Patrol members go on to comment, what has become of the evil Saiyan? Kamba? I don't know, so nobody really knows as to what exactly happened to Cumber, but then we go back to Planet Sadara, as of course we get to observe how someone goes on to cry out, weak, 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 you're all weak, you're all weak, and it would appear that a Saiyan is actually standing before them. So even though we don't really know what happened to Cumber on Planet Sadara, instead, something else is beginning to take place, as of course we get to see how in fact Cumber is still alive, but now he appears to be a tad bit different looking, as of course it would appear that he now has Super Saiyan, or more or less Super Saiyan 2, as of course Cumber went along to comment, Yamoshi was unique, the only warrior capable of making me tremble during a fight. By leaving Kamba alive after destroying the air raid and joining Sai's, Yamoshi saved his rival one of the best and worst possible punishments Kamba could imagine. Of course, to be alone against his fellow men, but not having any pleasure in fighting as he always sought. A warrior in search of a stronger opponent, but who will remain eternally unsatisfied. So, Yamoshi spared Cumber because he cared about him enough not to kill him, but of course even with Cumber having to be alive, this isn't going to satisfy him, because now it would appear that he is going to be going through eternal struggle in wanting to seek out a stronger opponent, but never being satisfied enough in actually finding one. As only then the narration goes on to state Earth age 787, fortune teller Baba's place. As Oob goes on to cry out, "Pan, stop, please," and we get to see how Pan and Oob are somewhat sparring, as Pan went along to cry out the final hit, as out of nowhere Goku appears and having to tell them both, "Enough for today, kids," as Pan asks, "But Grandpa," with Goku having to stand there as Pan and Oob look on, they both went along to comment, "Oob is so bad, I want to train with Uncle Goten," with Oob having to ask, "Hey," Goten, who would appear to be a teenager, then went along to comment, "Not today, Pan, I'm exhausted," as Baba also chimed in and asking, "Do you think he will come? The warrior you told me about is still not here. You're only driving my customers away, Goku," as Goku went along to tell her, "You talked too fast. This guy has been intriguing me since we first fought with Lord Beerus." To in which the narration brings us back to Capsule Corp as Beerus goes on to cry out, "Whis! I remember the Super Saiyan God," as Whis asks, "You remember his identity?" With Beerus standing up, he went along to tell Whis, yes, his name was Yamoshi, I think. I hope that he and that idiot of Goku will meet one day." As the narration closes off the manga chapter by letting us know that's how the adventure of Yamoshi and his friends end. Now it's Son Goku's turn to protect his loved ones. The end, as Dragon Ball Super Yamoshi finally comes to a close. Now, for some reason, I really enjoyed the end of this manga chapter special because it really all comes full circle in the fact that Beerus finally remembers the original Super Saiyan God, or the Super Saiyan God within his premonition and his dream, and to see Goku train with Pan and Oob is a little weird because at this point, does this take place after the events of Dragon Ball Super Broly or Moro, and essentially how strong is Goku? So I really love how Beerus basically went along to state how he hopes that Goku, or at least that idiot in his words, is able to fully maintain himself, because I'm pretty sure that Beerus is looking for that rematch. And I really loved how by the end Yamoshi made that sacrifice by keeping his friend alive, but at the same time it's a very bad thing because with Cumber still being alive, he could still be an imminent threat to anyone he comes across within the universe, just because of the evil influence and the evil aura he has within himself that he is able to channel onto the surface and infect other people with. So in the end, I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below about this finale. Did you guys like the finale? Did you guys hate the finale? What are your initial thoughts on seeing Yamoshi versus Cumber and Yamoshi being the first ever Super Saiyan God? I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Once more, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload. Give this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below. Tune back in for the next video, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace. And a quick little reminder before you guys go, if you guys are unaware, I do have a second gaming channel located down in the description box below, so be sure to head on over to Unreal Royale and hit that subscribe button along with turning on all notifications, as to there, you guys will find all different kinds of gaming content that you will not get to find on UnrealEntGaming, titles and video games such as Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Minecraft, Blair Witch, and many other retro games on that channel. So if you guys are into gaming, then make sure you guys subscribe over on Unreal Royale. I want to thank you all so much for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up, on? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes. Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Freezer.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
UnrealGaming, but watching your video, all lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate!
Vados, get over here. Tell these mortals
announcers that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!